Welcome to the Golden State Warriors News Today channel. Take the opportunity to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to today's news.
The Golden State Warriors are facing a harsh reality, one that may be difficult for fans to accept. ESPN's Zach Lowe, known for his candid analysis, recently delivered a sobering evaluation to Warriors supporters. Despite some interesting offseason moves like acquiring DeAnthony Melton, Kyle Anderson, and Buddy Hield, there are still doubts about whether these additions are enough to put the team back on a championship path. Lowe didn't mince words. The Warriors didn't make the blockbuster trade many expected to compete head-to-head in a talent-packed Western Conference. Even with Steph Curry's brilliance, the challenges are evident, and the road to the top will be tough. Lowe's words came as a warning, and while they may sting fans' pride, there's truth in them. The West is more competitive than ever, and relying solely on Curry's magic may not be enough this time around. However, this doesn't mean the Warriors are out of contention. On the contrary, this is an opportunity for the team to once again prove it can overcome adversity. Lowe pointed out that the Warriors are facing what many legendary teams have, the transition from a golden era to the next chapter. With Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green aging, it's time to find that new spark, a player who can reignite the team's championship hopes. While the trade market is still open, the team has the advantage of time. They can watch how the roster develops, and when the right opportunity arises, strike with precision. The search for a new AllStar isn't over. If any team knows how to surprise, it's Golden State. The Warriors' front office remains vigilant, monitoring the NBA landscape for a chance to make a game-changing move. Names like Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, and Jimmy Butler have been speculated, and any of them could bring the spark needed to put the Warriors back in the title hunt. But these moves come with risks and tough choices, possibly sacrificing promising young talents like Moses Moody. Each decision could shape the franchise's future. The moment is delicate, and the balance between competing now and securing the team's future is at stake. However, if there's one thing the Warriors have shown over the years, it's that they thrive when the stakes are high and the odds are against them. The challenge now is to find that turning point. While the Warriors aren't at the forefront of the title race, the combination of experience, young talent, and a winning culture still makes them a formidable threat. The necessary adjustments may seem complex, but if any team can navigate these turbulent waters, it's the Golden State Warriors. That said, relying solely on past glory won't be enough. The team needs a new identity, one that fits the current NBA landscape, and this starts with smart decisions. If the front office opts for a bold trade, like bringing in Brandon Ingram or Jimmy Butler, careful calculations will be required. Players of this caliber would have an immediate impact, but the cost, in terms of salary cap and young assets, would be steep. The question is that risk worth it now? For example, Brandon Ingram offers youth and offensive versatility that would fit perfectly in the Warriors' fluid style. He'd add a new dimension to the attack, easing the pressure on Curry. However, the financial commitment and its impact on team chemistry must be considered. On the other hand, Jimmy Butler brings intensity and leadership, but integrating him into the Warriors' fast-paced scheme could be a challenge. Additionally, the price to bring him in could be prohibitive, requiring a combination of trades and salary adjustments. Julius Randle, meanwhile, would add physicality, but the question is whether he could adapt to the Warriors' fast tempo. Could he become a key player in a new era of success in Golden State? Regardless of the path chosen, the window of success for Curry and his teammates is slowly closing. The decisions the front office makes in the coming months will determine whether the Warriors remain title contenders or face a longer-than-expected rebuild. The pressure is on, but so is the opportunity. If the Warriors can make a trade that makes sense and complements the core they already have, they could surprise the league and make a run for the top again. However, if hesitation prevails and the moves are too conservative, they might need a stroke of luck like the Spurs had with Kawhi Leonard to find a player who can reignite their championship fire. Still, never underestimate the heart of a champion. The Warriors' spirit, forged in years of intense battles and unexpected triumphs, remains alive. As Lowe mentioned, the team has the necessary tools to make noise in the playoffs. If there's a franchise that knows how to seize the moment and turn the tide, it's the Golden State Warriors. As a Warriors fan myself, I see this moment as a crucial crossroads for the team. As tough as it is to face reality, especially with critiques from analysts like Zach Lowe, I believe it's not a time for despair, but a time to see the opportunities. The core of players like Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and the possible resurgence of Jonathan Kuminga is still strong enough to compete. The question is, are we doing enough to maximize what's left of this golden era? Klay Thompson's absence, both in terms of his departure and the emotional impact, leaves a huge void. Sure, additions like DeAnthony Melton and Kyle Anderson bring depth, but are they the kind of acquisitions that keep us at the same level or truly elevate the team to championship contention? For me, it feels like we're missing that bold move, a player who can be the spark to reignite the championship spirit in Chase Center. Seeing names like Brandon Ingram and Jimmy Butler linked to the Warriors excites me, but also makes me cautious. Ingram would be an intriguing fit, bringing youth and versatility to the offense, but is it worth sacrificing talents like Moses Moody or future assets in the long term? As for Jimmy Butler, he'd bring the grit and leadership we've come to love in the Warriors, but how does his style fit without disrupting team chemistry? I know the front office has been extremely cautious, valuing the future while trying to stay competitive now. But as a fan, I feel like we're at a point where we need to take more calculated risks. Curry's time is running out, and we can't just rely on his brilliance to carry us back to the top. We need a bold move. That said, I still have full faith in Golden State's DNA. This team knows how to rise when everyone doubts them. With the right combination of talent, strategy, and a little bit of luck, I believe we can defy the odds and return to title contention. But the clock is ticking, and the question I leave is, are we ready to take that bold step, or will we wait for time to force us into a rebuild?